So ladies and gentlemen, today I have with me a very special guest, Kushal Bhaiya. So, as you have seniors and you look up to them, but कुछ ऐसे seniors भी होते हैं जो हमारे law school के नहीं होते हैं, लेकिन आप तब भी उनको अपना senior मान के चलते हो क्योंकि उन्होंने आपको किसी internship में मिले, किसी event में मिले, और फिर you stayed in touch with them. So Kushal Bhaiya is one of them. He's always been like a pillar of guidance, a mentor, and is always there to just talk to me whenever I have any query. So welcome Kushal Bhaiya to Candid with RLT. Thank you so much for taking out the time and being over here.
Well, thank you so much, Raghu, for calling me here and providing me this opportunity to be a part of Candid with RMT. So, as Raghu said, yes, this is exactly the same. We are not from the same law school, but the thing is that we were volunteering at this establishment in Sector 52, Gurgaon. This establishment is organized, is supervised by this NGO called Sarvete, and this NGO was started by seniors from my college, and it is only there where we usually go on weekends to teach teach some underprivileged kids, and that is where I met Raghu, and since then we've been in touch. And it's been a great time and great knowing him. He's a very good guy, a gem of a person, I must say. And we've been in touch, and since then he started his own venture, National Legal Group. He created this very unique and a very resourceful platform on WhatsApp where he tries to connect people, especially from our fraternity, lawyer fraternity. And we all come together. There are lawyers from all over India, and whoever needs any kind of help regarding any local counsel or resources or judgments or anything of that sort, that is all there. So I would like to thank Raghu for this platform, for creating this platform, and for providing us lawyers a platform like this, which helps us in our legal field. So thank you so much, Raghu, for that.
Well, that's very kind of you, Kushal Bhaiya, for having said that. But at the end of the day, I personally believe that our industry is so unorganized. I mean, in so many terms and ways that this is the only recourse that lawyers have, like WhatsApp groups, Facebook groups, LinkedIn, and like college alumni groups. So when I started with this idea, I thought, okay, we're making a WhatsApp group. Let's make it the bloody best WhatsApp group.
Exactly.
So with that intention, I was so particular of moderating, of cluttering, of filtering, of making sure that it's a no-nonsense group. It stays that way. There's only active engagement, and it just sort of stuck. And the response I sort of got from the people was so reinforcing and encouraging that it made me work more towards it. So that in a way sort of worked out for I think everyone who is a part of the National Legal Group.
Exactly.
And for all those watching and who want to be part of the group, get in touch with me. I'll share the link with you. We have still 20 spots left till it reaches full capacity on WhatsApp. So hurry in and give me your details. So a little bit about Kushal Bhaiya. Kushal Bhaiya primarily deals in criminal, civil, matrimonial disputes in courts of Gurgaon and Sona. He also deals in High Court of Delhi with matters pertaining to the same fields, and he has an expertise in negotiable instruments and motor vehicle claims as well. So starting out, let's go back to the very beginning. Law school.
Okay.
How did it all start? The junoon of becoming a lawyer, of having that chaska ki haan band pen ke, gown pen ke, we'll go to the courts and we'll argue. And then to who you are today, like that journey, how was it?
Well, as every other journey of every other law school student would be, my journey is also the same. It is full of ups and downs, obviously. Coming to the point how I got inclined towards this profession, that is a totally different story. अब हम कभी से ज़्यादा पढ़ने वालों में से थे नहीं. I've been an average student throughout my education, and from the marks that I scored in my 10th, I was like, there were two things which were clear in my head. either I wanted to go for law or for the medical field. Now marks जो आए थे वो इतने अच्छे थे नहीं कि कोई भी स्कूल मुझे मेडिकल दे दे. So I went for humanities. I took humanities, and it was at that time that I was clear in my head that I wanted to do law. So because also since my childhood I am seeing my father. He is also a lawyer. I am a second generation. So that was also somewhere in back of my head that yes, I am seeing my father. Let's do this as well. So I took humanities, gave various entrance examination, CLAT, etc. IQ University, and ultimately I got into law school. And the journey that I faced from there on, being a small towner, from being from a tier 2 city, it was not actually that good in starting, but eventually as the time passed, especially my first year, after my first year, it went on a little smoothly. So I made friends from various different states, and I made friends from different backgrounds as well. It is not the case that a particular set of people were my friends. I made a lot of friends who are from Delhi, Uttarakhand, Himachal, Bihar, UP, Rajasthan, and from every strata of economic class of the society. So that is the case. So my friends made my law school journey a little more comforting for me, and we used to take part in extracurricular activities like organizing moot courts. I never took part in a moot court, but I took part in organizing various moot courts, okay, and research papers. And then हमारे यहाँ पे एक स्पोर्ट्स फेस्ट होता था संगठन एमिटी में. So yes, my law school journey was, as I can sum up, was good, as I made great friends. I've been in touch, and I've been with them through their thick and thin as well. So I have made good friends. My law school journey was good, especially because of that.
That brings me to an actually very interesting point, because I believe networking is something that lawyers love doing. I mean, if there's something other than arguing that a lawyer would do, and arguing in itself is also like part of that oral communication art, advocacy, which sort of gives you that head to go and network. If I'm arguing, I know that I have this flow of thought, I have that fluency, I have everything, so I can talk to anyone about anything for an n number of times. So I mean, even my journey, I was able to establish this WhatsApp group that we're talking about because in my law school, all I did was network and go to different places, talk to different people, stayed in touch with them, and it's a simple, I would say, formula. You sort of just keep in touch and just do small things, which sort of you get that reciprocation from, which is why we have so many members active and so engaging in this WhatsApp group. And
Good club.
good, yeah,
Good. I must say.
yeah, and people are not leaving is because of networking. But networking is fine. It brings me to an important part of networking, getting business out of the networking. What do you suggest, or what do you think should be the way of doing that?
Well, when it comes to networking, obviously networking is one of the most prominent aspect of our profession. See, knowledge is one thing, doing, litigating or practicing or being into corporate or anything or using your knowledge in those fields is one thing. But especially in litigation, the thing is with which most of the lawyers struggle, and in the primary or early stages of the profession, they leave this profession. That is only because they are unable to procure work. आपकी knowledge कितनी भी अच्छी है, आप उसको implement या दुनिया को तभी दिखा पाओगे जब आपके पास में केस होगा.
Absolutely.
If you do not have cases with you, if you are unable to get your clientage, then in that case your knowledge would be unproductive asset. Okay, knowledge हो जाएगी एक unproductive asset उस केस में. So it is very important to network, and it is rather important to know how to network. लोगों के बीच में बैठना, उनसे बात करना ठीक है, बट क्या बात करना, ये जानना बहुत जरूरी है. You need to learn the art of slipping your credentials in your talk.
कब कहाँ किससे क्या बात करनी है,
बात करनी है पता है, किससे करनी है पता है, क्या करनी है वो इम्पोर्टेंट है. आपके पास नेटवर्क है, you are sitting with someone, you are talking to him, but if you are talking on random law topics, I think it would be a waste of your 1 hour.
Yeah.
You know the law topic, you know the law, you have the knowledge. ठीक है, उसको और भी जगह यूज करने के, but instead of showing your legal skills at places where it is not required is useless. So networking is important, but apart from networking, not apart, with networking, you need to know how to network. So that is the thing.
I'm actually thinking of starting a masterclass on networking 101 sometime in the future.
It would be another great venture from Raghumanyu Taneja, for sure.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. So, like we said about these WhatsApp group that we are talking about. So, I mean, it is a very unorganized sector that we have. We are dependent on resources that are, easily available, but at the same time, we don't know whether to trust them or not. There are so many websites that give you local consulates, that give you proxy councils, that give you drafts.
I am myself a part of more than 15 WhatsApp groups now.
That's exactly what I'm saying. And out of those 15 WhatsApp groups, again, I'm not praising my WhatsApp group, but that is the general tendency of WhatsApp groups is to just go ahead and keep spamming, but that वो ही ना कि कहाँ रुकना है, वो समझ नहीं आ पाता है, क्योंकि वो एक जब बंदे को लगता है कि चलो यार अब बहुत हो गया, मेरे को काम चाहिए, so he goes all out. So अपने कॉलेज में, अपने स्कूल में, लॉ स्कूल में, अपने प्रोफेशन में इन ग्रुप्स का कितना अहमियत है या कितना इम्पोर्टेंस है?
बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट.
I would also
It is. These WhatsApp groups are really helping a lot of people, including people like me or Raghu, or there are many more other people who are benefiting from these WhatsApp groups. I am part of more than 15 WhatsApp groups, but it is not the case that each and every WhatsApp group provide you something, but there are certain WhatsApp groups that help you a lot. Okay, like हमारे बैच का एक WhatsApp ग्रुप है, those who are in litigation. हमारे कॉलेज का एक एलुमनाई का WhatsApp ग्रुप है, एक नेशनल लीगल ग्रुप बाय रघुमंजू तनेजा. आई एम सेइंग दिस अगेन. ओके, सो ये है लॉयर्स पैन इंडिया करके एक है, और भी है कई सारे. तो होता क्या है, at each and every time when someone needs a particular draft, if I may say, or some format or some query regarding a working of a particular court, or what's the procedure which is being followed in some other court, in some other district, in some other state. In that case as well, these WhatsApp groups help a lot, because by the end of the day, we being a lawyer, we won't mind going to any particular court, doing our work if we are being paid well. And if we are being paid well, it is our duty towards our client to do that work properly. And in order to do that work properly, if we are picking up some work or some case which is there in some court which is far away from this place, we need to know about the working of that court as well. We need some local counsel over there, we need some assistance over there, and that is not easily available. That this thing is being made available through these WhatsApp groups only.
Moving on, internships. I mean, that is something that every lawyer loves to talk about. I personally completed 20 internships in different fields of law, policy, politics, and I have such good memories. I was so fortunate to be guided by some of the best seniors, and I'm still in touch with all of them. But how was your internship experience?
My internship experience was really good. As I said, see, it is not also let me come to this point first. Being a first generation lawyer, it is not easy to get good internships. Especially if you are aiming to intern at a good corporate firm, it is really very difficult. There are certain sectors जहाँ पे internship लेना बहुत मुश्किल है. Especially getting an internship under a judge or a corporate firm, like tier 1 corporate firm. So in that case, you need to, first of all, to get good internship, you need to make a good CV.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, if you are unable to get a good internship, or for that matter, an internship, you seek help from your seniors, from your college staff, from your teachers. It is very important for those who are still in law college and not getting internships. Again, networking.
Yeah. Why is it difficult for the first generation lawyer to get those internships is because of the, I would say, lethargic approach of the bar councils, who should be actually being more proactive in being coordinating with the colleges, with the law firms, with the law offices, and telling them that, listen, it is our duty as the bar council that the lawyers that are entering into the profession at least know the basics before they wear that gown and the band. It looks very fancy to get your pictures clicked before the Supreme Court wearing that band and that gown and like, okay, now I'm a Harvey Specter, I'm a Saul Goodman. But पता क्या होता है उनको? घंटा कुछ भी नहीं. They're as clueless as Clouseau, yeah. I mean, they hardly know anything. But coming again to the bar council, I think the bar council has a much bigger role than just getting the enrollments and the guidelines done, but internships, because internships are what make or break a lawyer.
Exactly.
What would you aim?
See, the role of bar council is very prominent in getting internships. In fact, what I feel is that responsibility has to be fixed, because there are budding lawyers in law colleges, and by the end of their course, they do not know anything about litigation or anything. They just go and get a fake certificate as well. So responsibility has to be fixed, and responsibility has to be fixed upon the bar council. Bar council shall fix the guidelines relating to the kind of internships that a particular budding lawyer has to do. Like there is a student, he's in first year, and in his first year, he has to go to as such particular place, like of this sort, and he has to do this sort of internship only. इस तरह से categories fix होनी चाहिए. If you are in first year, you go to a district court only.
Yeah.
You do not go to High Court or Supreme Court or to a corporate firm. You go to a district court. You work under a lawyer. मुंशी के साथ घूमो. ठीक है, आप वहां जाओ, आप बेसिक फंक्शनिंग देखो. इंटर्नशिप का पीरियड भी थोड़ा एक्सटेंड करना चाहिए, बिकॉज व्हाट वी लर्न इन आवर लॉ कॉलेज, व्हाट सब्जेक्ट what is being taught to us, when it comes to practicality, is a way more different than what is being taught in school. आप फाइलिंग से पहले आप ये देखो फाइलिंग काउंटर किधर है. आप फाइलिंग काउंटर जाओ, आप पहले बोलना सीखो वहां पे. आप मुंशी के साथ जाओ, आप देखो कि सर्टिफाइड कॉपी कैसे अप्लाई होती है. आपको नहीं पता होता.
And that in itself is a task. I mean,
exactly.
And people make money out of this as well.
Exactly.
Also, I think what you said is actually very important in the sense कि अगर वो फर्स्ट ईयर में, सेकंड ईयर में, थर्ड ईयर में, फोर्थ ईयर में अलग-अलग जगहों पे इंटर्नशिप्स कर रहा है according to his caliber at that point of time. When he's at his fifth year, he can make that conscious choice.
Exactly.
कि अब मैंने सब चीजें करके देख ली.
मेरे को ये फील्ड
पसंद है.
मेरे को ये करना है.
मेरे को ये करना है. उसमें मैं कर सकता हूँ तो मैं करूँगा ये चीज.
हाँ. See, when एक बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट सी बात है कि आज के टाइम पे लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी कितनी है? 65-70 इतनी है.
अगर आप हेल्दी जी रहे हो.
ठीक है. You get into a law school at the age of 19. You pass out from that law school at the age of 24. If at the age of 24, if you are unable to make choice of your own के मुझे ये फील्ड पसंद है, मुझे इसमें जाना है, you end up wasting 2 to 3 years of your life.
So we saved the best for the last. Funny anecdotes from court. I'm sure it must have been like a whole storybook can be written with illustrations of people coming in, breaking their spectacles.
So let me tell you a few. So once I was dealing, not just once, अभी ज़्यादा टाइम भी नहीं हुआ, अभी लास्ट मंथ उनका सेकंड मोशन कराया था मैंने. So my client was a 65-year-old Sardarji, and opposite client was his wife. They were getting divorced. At this stage of life, जब दोनों थोड़े बीमार हैं, काफी बूढ़े हो चुके हैं, तो उस टाइम पे तो कोर्ट में गए, तो जो फैमिली कोर्ट की जो जज थी, she asked the wife, why do you want to get separated? ऐसा क्या कर दिया इनने इस एज में? So she replied, तू रह के देख ले इसके साथ, पता चल जाएगा. सीधा मुंह पे, तू रह के देख ले इसके साथ, मेरा तो हो चुका है, मैं तो जा. एक ये है, और बाकी हमारे साथ हुआ था. फनी तो क्या है, सैड स्टेट ऑफ अफेयर्स है वैसे तो, बट थोड़ा सा ह्यूमर है. एक प्रैक्टिस की अर्ली स्टेजेस में एक बेल आई थी हमारे पास, 379 थेफ्ट लगा हुआ था, चोरी करी थी, चोर की बेल कराई थी. बेल कराई, वो बाहर गया, वो बाहर जाके पार्किंग लॉट में गया, किसी की बैटरी चुरा रहा था, फिर पकड़ा गया. उसकी दोबारा से बेल कराई. तो ये सर्कल सा चल रहा था, लोग मानते भी नहीं है. ऐसे बहुत सारे हैं. ये तो चलो थोड़े से सेग्रीगेटेड इंसिडेंट्स हैं. अगर आपको लॉयर्स का ह्यूमर देखना है, अगर आपको लॉयर्स का प्रेजेंस ऑफ माइंड बोल लो, या विकेडनेस, या द आर्ट ऑफ टेकिंग एडजर्नमेंट कह लो, उसमें
उसका एक अलग होगा, अलग लीग है.
वो एक अलग लीग है, वो एक दैट इज अ टोटली डिफरेंट लीग. आप जाओ, एविडेंस कंक्लूड हो गया है, फाइनल आर्गुमेंट्स हैं, 25 अपॉर्चुनिटी हो गई हैं, उसके बाद भी वकील साहब आते हैं और जज ऐसे गुस्से में बैठा है, यार इसको तो खींच दूंगा, आज आर्ग्यू नहीं किया, ये कर देंगे, वो कर देंगे. अब जज, अब वो जाते लॉयर साहब, कहते हैं जनाब डेट की रिक्वेस्ट है, नहीं मिलेगी, आर्ग्यू कर दो. जनाब डेट की रिक्वेस्ट है, नहीं, आर्ग्यू कर दो. वो जनाब ये फाइल इंस्पेक्शन की एप्लीकेशन है, इसको कंसीडर कर लो. मेरे पास डॉक्यूमेंट्स नहीं है अभी पूरे, मेरे को फाइल इंस्पेक्ट करनी है. 25 डेट के बाद भी वो बंदा फाइल इंस्पेक्शन की एप्लीकेशन मूव करके बाहर निकला, अलाउ हो गई, ठीक कर लो, अगली डेट मिल गई. बाहर निकल के अपने जूनियर को बोलता, देखा अभी तो मेरे पास 6 बहाने और हैं.
जिंदगी जीने के 2 ही तरीके होते हैं, या तो जो हो रहा है बर्दाश्त करते रहो, या फिर
उठो,
आवाज लो उसे बदलने की.
ठीक बात है.
So on that note, we come to the end of this session. Thank you so much, Priya, for being on board and being a true guest. Hopefully, for next time, the National Legal Group shall have completed its existing capacity. So we'll make another National Legal Group, which is going to be National Legal Group 2.0. So the next guest who comes can probably talk about that. And till then, sayonara, take care.